Ladies and gentlemen, today I am here to bring you a different type of review. I'm here to bring you a live-action series review on Better Call Saul. So, I missed quite a few episodes. For instance, I haven't reviewed quite a few episodes, but I've still been keeping track of Better Call Saul, and it has been getting really freaking good by the episode. Like, it gets better and better, and the way I'm seeing this build up, it has a really good plot so far going for it. So, let's dive into some of these details and discuss, Better Call Saul. So, if you do not know what this series is, and this is your first time ever seeing me discuss about the series, or first time ever hearing about Better Call Saul, I want to do a brief update of what the series is about. If you've ever watched Breaking Bad, this is a spin-off series from Breaking Bad, and it's called Better Call Saul. And if you like Breaking Bad, you can watch this series and you'll definitely enjoy it. The events of Better Call Saul takes place before the Breaking Bad. And if you have never seen Breaking Bad and you want to watch this, you actually can. You can walk into Better Call Saul and be fresh with this series and this franchise, and you don't need to actually see the Breaking Bad. So just wanted to clarify that real quick before I dive into the review. So, these past couple episodes, there's been some major things building up. For instance, slipping Jimmy. That is the main thing we're seeing going on here with these past couple episodes of Better Call Saul. Saul, at the moment, we're seeing him go through this crisis with his life, to where he's in this conflicting spot, to where he doesn't know if he wants to be dirty to get money, to get to a good high-up position, or does he want to travel the slow and steady life to where he might not ever get anything in the future, like no goals accomplished, nothing like that. And that is the situation our main character, Saul, or Jimmy, is in so far in this series. And as the episodes have been progressing, you see this conflict building up with how he's getting deeper and deeper into the game. That's what's happening with Jimmy as the episodes progress. For instance, as each episode passes by, he's getting in deeper and deeper shit to where he cannot get out of it. Like in this episode, like in the middle of the episode, which took me by surprise, I did not expect it at all. Like, I was played as a fool, and majority of us that were probably watching this episode were played as a fool when we found out that the billboard dude that was taking out the billboard advertisement, I did not realize that dude was working with Saul until it was said and done. So I get props. I really get props to the acting. I also get props to the shock value of that. It was just really well played. Well played indeed, because I thought Saul was really worried about the dude, and then, he went off to save him, and we come to find out that was a publicity stunt to be able to have him get well known in the entire county. So this publicity stunt caused it to where people want to come to Saul to have him as an attorney or a lawyer, and I like that. It was a really smart way he went about it, but it's kind of dirty, and since we do know Chuck is kind of well aware of how Jimmy is, for instance, slipping Jimmy is, it's kind of obvious at the end of this episode something bad is going to go on. And, I want to take a moment to discuss something real quick. Now, in Breaking Bad, I don't ever recall Chuck ever in Breaking Bad. Like, I don't even remember Saul ever speaking of him at all through the journey. Like, if he did, please forgive me, because it's been a long time since I've seen Breaking Bad. Like, I mean, usually Saul wasn't the main focus, and he wasn't the main focus of the series, so it's kind of easy to forget something like that. But I don't think Chuck was ever mentioned in Breaking Bad, so I'm curious, what happens to Chuck? That's one thing I really want to know. Like, what happened to Chuck? And we know for a fact the way Saul turns out, like, later on in the series. In the Breaking Bad, we get to see how he is. He's pretty much in that slipping Jimmy type phase. And so we're getting to see him progress back into that phase, but as a more intelligent human being. So I wonder how the conflict between Chuck and Saul is going to be probably at the end of this season, because that's probably going to be one of the main things that is going to be the main focus of Better Call Saul. So, moving past that point, the overall progression of this episode, a very good episode. It mainly focuses on Saul slipping into his older self, slipping Jimmy, along with getting to see Jimmy's conflict with, Hamlin, the company, and him just, completely going out of his way to strike at them, start a war, pretty much, a war of companies. He's a newcomer, and he's trying to play the victim card in, the public eye. And so, he did a very smart move, and Hamlin's pretty much fucked at this point, because we know how the news is, we know how the, paparazzi is, when they get this news story of a dude that has been victimized by this large-ass company, and when he goes off and saves someone on camera, oh yeah, I mean, seriously, Saul has it in the bag. He straight up has it in the bag. Nothing is going to go wrong now. Like, he's won his advertisement war and stuff like that. Hamlin's pretty much fucked. So, yeah, I like that. It was a well-played move, and also what really took me by surprise is the way he accepted the bribe. Like, you have to where Saul accepted the bribe from that couple, and I didn't think he would do something like that so early on. Like, in this season, I didn't think he would do something like that, but to see how he actually accepted that bribe and just walked away, it just, like, it astounds me. And he realizes he did a bad deed. Like, you can easily see on his face, he regrets what he did. And you can see in his inner mind and workings, like, he's trying to put up this face, this front when he's around Chuck, his brother, and trying to make it to where he's not really that bad of a guy. Like, he's trying to hide the newspaper, he's trying to hide what's going on, because he knows his brother is onto him, and he tries to hold this respect for his brother, and he doesn't want to disappoint him. And so it's kind of sad when you see this, like how he's trying to, you know, stop his old ways, but he has to do his old ways to progress in the situation he's at. So he kind of fucked up in, you know, the earlier episodes because, you know, with Tuco and stuff. So yeah, you gotta feel bad. You really gotta feel bad for Saul, because after seeing these past couple episodes, you see why he is like he is in the later series, you know, Breaking Bad. And it's sad. It really is when you start keying in these little elements when it comes to his character. So that's pretty much it when it came to this episode. Like, it was a very good episode. It ends on a cliffhanger. We're questioning, like, what is going to happen next. And I just can't wait. I'm really loving this series. It's getting more and more entertaining by the freaking week. Like, I'm so happy that this series is finally out and airing, because it's so good to watch. It really is good to watch. I look forward to every Monday night to sit down and watch Better Call Saul. So tell me your thoughts. How do you feel about this season so far when it comes to Better Call Saul? Did you enjoy this episode? Did you hate this episode? What was your favorite moments about it? You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.